Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. We're still tracking that snowfall going on outside, and as you can see on our Roanoke Skycam, it's certainly still coming down. Roads right now, the highways, look like they're a lot better off than some of those local roads and those back roads we've seen, but there is some snow that looks like it's starting to stick to some of those highways with what we've seen. As we get later on into the next few days, we're going to end up seeing a lot more of this rainfall or this snowfall that's going to end up freezing within our area. You can see Roanoke, Poor Mountain, Wytheville, and even up into Wintergreen, where right now temperatures are pretty chilly. And overall, we're looking at quite a bit of snowfall, maybe a little bit of ice starting to try and form on our Wytheville sky camera. But overall, exactly what we've expected here. That snowfall really becoming more widespread and heavier further out to the east of Roanoke, where temperatures right now are all pretty much 32 degrees, if not a little bit below. And as we get later on into the day, the cloud cover going to keep these temperatures low, which is going to allow for some of this snow to stick and likely going to be a little bit more of like a wet snow than what we saw last Friday. As for the rest of the day, you're going to notice that snowfall really continues here for the next few hours. And then as we get into the evening hours tonight, it's still ongoing. The system looks like it's going to slow down. But then as we get into the overnight, we start clearing up as snowfall subsides. But look at temperatures. Temperatures are going to be in the teens and 20s overnight tonight and then into tomorrow, which is going to allow for a lot of this to freeze over if it hasn't already. As for tonight, those low temperatures certainly going to be bitter outside. Roanoke 17 degrees, Lynchburg at 12, Blacksburg 15, Danville 15, and Covington at 16. So really just going to be an awfully cold night tonight. So be sure you have anything that's outside that you want to bring inside. Plants, obviously don't leave your animals out. It's going to be very, very cold tonight, so not something you want to be stuck in. As for tomorrow, we heat up a little bit more. With high temperatures still in the 30s, it's still going to take some time for some of this snow to melt, but with some areas being in the mid to upper 30s and well above freezing, it will gradually melt before we go into the overnight hours tomorrow night and then into Wednesday. That's going to be the biggest cause for when we need to watch for black ice. As for that December chill that we've experienced, it looks like it's going to start wrapping up here relatively soon. That's the good news. 48 for Wednesday, so going to experience likely some significant snowmelt that day. We start getting to 44 degrees on Thursday, Friday 45, and then later on in the week, it looks like we have another cold pattern coming in with 34 degrees. But the long-term outlook likely going to say that we end up seeing some warmer temperatures here getting towards the middle of December rather than what we've seen here for the last few days. Next 7 days, again, that snowfall continuing on and off throughout the day today. Tomorrow we max out at about 37 degrees with pretty overcast skies Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next few chances of precipitation come in then, but the weekend just looks bitterly cold and going into Monday as well. So we still got a little bit more of that brisk weather that we've seen here over the last few days. A little bit more of it as we go later on into this week and then into the weekend. But in the long term, we're looking like we might have some warmer temperatures on the way by the middle of December.